We're going to be going down to Sarasota County in just a little bit, and we're going to point you in that direction because that is the area where obviously Milton came ashore last night, 8:30 in the Siesta Key area, a high Category 3 at that point as it came through with wind gusts in certain areas of over 100 miles per hour. That is what caused such significant damage to Tropicana Field, the roof there. All of you have seen it by now probably at this point. If you lost power, you probably still saw it on your phone, or people have probably passed it along to you, or you saw it on the news. So, but again, further south where the heaviest winds were down in that Venice area as well.
That's where we find Rob Hackford right now. Rob, update us on what's going on there.
Yeah, guys, down in downtown Sarasota right now, making our way actually north this morning from Venice, where we had no cell service, no power for much of the morning. So if folks are trying to reach family down in that area, just know that that is the situation. We had to drive up to Sarasota to just get cell service, get any sort of connection with our team back at the station, but also with our family members elsewhere. So driving through downtown Sarasota now, we've got lots of downed trees. The buildings, for the most part, appear fairly in good shape, except for the one behind me here, Sarasota Private Trust Company. The windows on it, many of them blown out on this one side, perhaps from debris that was blown into them from the strong winds in Hurricane Milton. So this is the most significant damage that we've seen all morning, making our way up from Venice, as I mentioned, heading north. So quite a bit of damage here on this building. The street around it is all blocked off. This is Pineapple Avenue here in downtown Sarasota. Quite a few people have been coming by to look at the damage, of course, and get a sense of what things are at this morning, even on the ground. So one of the reasons I can predict that, or would think that this is closed off, is this is a chunk of glass from the actual building itself. It fell off. They're scattered all around the ground here, kind of amidst the other debris from the trees that are also down along this area. So quite a bit of damage. Again, as I was saying, the most significant damage that we've seen after heading up from Venice and that area to downtown Sarasota. We're going to keep our eyes on this throughout the rest of the day and take a peek around, talk with folks as well in downtown Sarasota to get a better sense. We just got here, and this just really stuck out to us and surprised us quite a bit. The reporting in downtown Sarasota, Rob Hackford, 10 Tampa Bay, guys.
Yeah, Rob, and you see all that glass damage. A lot of times that glass damage, Rob, is actually from the pressure as that storm comes ashore, and those windows just start popping all over the place. And thank goodness you were nowhere near that, because that glass just shatters.
Glass,
it just goes all over the place. So you can see as far, you're what, a good 50 yards down the road from that, and you're still picking up shards of glass.
Yeah, it really sprayed everywhere. I mean, even beyond Pineapple Avenue here, we're seeing chunks of glass on the ground as well. So yeah, certainly with landfall right about around here, Siesta Key area, the winds were strong enough, knowing that pressure, Tidbit, appreciate that detail as well. It did a number to this building here, the Sarasota Private Trust Company.
Yeah, it was 120-mile-per-hour winds when it made landfall last night. And if it gives you any perspective there, too, which it certainly does, the danger of that with the glass shards. Rob, the storm brought winds in the St. Pete area, Albert Whitten Airport, to more than 100 miles per hour. And that's where you saw that crane fall. That's where you saw the roof of the Trop rip right off. So the power of this storm so evident up and down our coast right now.
Yeah, Rob, here's an interesting question for you. I think this is your first hurricane. Is that correct?
Yeah, first hurricane other than getting clipped by Cindy while actually down as a Boy Scout at Sea Base in the Florida Keys. Yeah. This is a lot different in that case, so we fared pretty well in Venice. But
yeah, we're borrowing you from Buffalo.
In terms of being on the ground and seeing the damage.
Yeah, you're seeing the big snowstorms up in Buffalo. Yeah,
glad to be here, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Just wondering what your take was, kind of being in the middle of this and kind of seeing this firsthand and up close.
Yeah, I think we were pretty fortunate down in Venice, despite the power outage and the lack of cell service. The damage on the island down there was pretty good. We had howling winds all night. The hotel we were staying at was pretty good, though. But just the scale and the spread of a storm like this has been incredibly impressive. And the impacts, obviously, devastating to so many folks. But just being able to talk with folks who are a little relieved in some places, but also devastated in others. It really keeps you going, but it's a tough story to report on sometimes. But rewarding nonetheless. I appreciate you guys having me
Yeah.
down here.
No, well, we appreciate you being down here with us, Rob Hackford, in Sarasota County for us throughout the storm and kind of giving us a firsthand view of everything going on down there. Rob, thank you so much.